Sky are screwed. The Sky are screwed. You might say the sky is falling. But yeah, the Sky GM has come out. Apologies there. The Sky GM has come out and talked about.
Oh, dear Lord. Things are looking rough. You could say the sky is falling, or more accurately, the Sky's GM has spoken up. Sorry, correction there. The Chicago Sky's GM has come forward to address the team's rough start, and honestly, some of the comments made me think, wow, this team is in serious trouble. It wasn't just that the Sky threw Angel Reese under the bus. No, they hit the gas, backed over her, and then stared straight into the nearest camera to make sure the moment made it onto SportsCenter. When your general manager, Jeff Pagel, goes public with a statement like that, well, it's a bad sign.
The sky is falling. We got the Chicago Sky general manager, Jeff P., throwing Angel Reese under the bus? Jeff P. said he's had enough of...
When your GM singles you out by name and says, "We need more out of you," that's not constructive criticism. That's a calculated takedown. It's the basketball version of slapping someone with a press release. This wasn't about motivating Angel Reese. It was about sending a message. The Sky are frustrated, and Reese has become the lightning rod. Chicago is officially in chaos. The sky is falling. General manager Jeff P. just threw Angel Reese under the bus. His complaint? He's sick of missed layups. And here's the thing. Reese didn't just enter the WNBA. She stormed in. She had the confidence of Kanye at a fashion show and drew media attention on the level of Taylor Swift popping up at an NFL game. She wasn't just a rookie. She was the Kai Barbie, overflowing with charisma, dripping with hype, and weighed down with championship-level expectations from day one. Fans were sold a dream, a headline machine, a brand in motion. But just a few games later, the Sky's front office is treating her like yesterday's bargain bin.
Full. Absolutely dreadful. Again. And I had just complimented Angel Reese for being efficient. I had just complimented Angel Reese for putting together a respectable performance. Of course.
She went from being the Kai Barbie to a Barbie with scuffed heels and missing accessories. Brutal. Absolutely brutal. And the timing couldn't have been worse. I had just finished praising Angel Reese for putting together a solid, efficient performance. Sure, the Sky still got blown out, classic Chicago bravado. But that's beside the point. What mattered to a lot of her followers online wasn't the box score, it was that she looked good doing it. But then came the curveball. Instead of giving the usual polished coach speak, GM Jeff Pagloa went full scorched earth in a live press conference. Forget vague statements like, "The whole team needs to step up." Nope. He grabbed the mic like he was in a courtroom drama, stared straight into the cameras, and fired a direct shot. "We need more out of Angel Reese." Not a hint. Not a whisper. He called her out by name, under the spotlight, leaving no room for interpretation. Subtlety packed its bags and left with last season's merch. And while it's a long season with plenty of games left, this move was shocking. As Pagloa told the Southern Times while watching his team's warm-ups at Barclays Center, "We had pretty significant expectations for the season, and I've been very disappointed."
All that matters to the lonely men who follow Angel Reese on social media is that she looks good. But like I told you guys the other day, an excellent performance from Angel Reese. It is
That's why he said he made the moves he did. His assessment? At 2-6, the Sky needed to improve everywhere. Heading into Tuesday night's loss, the problems were clear. No cohesion on defense, poor shooting, and an offense averaging just 79.1 points per game on 39% from the field, the worst in the league. And if you thought that press conference was fiery, that was just the appetizer. What happened behind closed doors made it look like a polite brunch. According to insiders, things went nuclear. Voices were raised to glass-shattering levels. Fingers were pointed like weapons. Chairs were shifted in ways that suggested they were this close to being thrown. The locker room walls might still be trembling from the aftermath. This wasn't just a post-game meeting, it was a full-blown exorcism disguised as a team talk. Think therapy session minus the therapy, plus a whole lot of unresolved tension.
Which is why I made the moves I made. His assessment was that the Sky's 2-6 need to improve everywhere going into to address the lack of cohesion on defense and poor shooting. Going into Tuesday night's loss, they let a league worst 90.1 points per game. We're shooting just 39%.
Let me reset things here. So, Angel Reese got pulled, and immediately, oh my god, it got heated. She shoved a player, and Camila Cardoso had to step in. Ugly moment. This is bad. Real bad. Jessica spoke to reporters right after the game. Here's what she said. I've kind of been a passer all my career. I came out of high school as the #1 wing, and I'm trying to get back to that. Trying to be super versatile. Tyler emphasized that early this season, and at first, I didn't really understand it. I was confused and still trying to figure it out. Honestly, I'm still figuring it out now. Now, to be fair, Angel Reese hasn't exactly been lighting up the nets this season. In 2025, she's averaging 10 points per game on a frigid 35% from the field. The bright spot? She's an absolute force on the boards, pulling down 12 rebounds a night. That deserves credit. But let's be real, rebounding alone doesn't win games. Not when you're bricking wide-open layups like it's a free throw contest for construction workers. If we had $1 for every punt-blank shot she's botched this year, the Sky could probably sign another star.
Is it? Let me start it over here. So Angel Reese hair was pulled, and she immediately, oh my God, she pushed the player. Camila Cardoso stepped in. Come on, bro. This is bad.
So I take a look, and something jumps out. The Chicago Sky have made a request to Angel Reese in the middle of a losing streak. Interesting. What's this all about? Let's not ignore the irony here. The Sky are stumbling at 2-6, giving up a league-worst 90 points per game while shooting a miserable 39% from the floor. But somehow, the front office decided the best move was to throw Angel Reese under the bus, like she personally went around deflating basketballs. Never mind that Courtney Vandersloot, one of the league's most reliable playmakers, is sidelined for the year. Never mind that coach Tyler Marsh built the offense around Camila Cardoso, who's been about as dependable as a dollar store umbrella in a hurricane. But sure, let's go ahead and act like Angel Reese is the problem. At this point, you've got to ask, is this even about basketball anymore? Or is it about branding and optics? Because Angel wasn't just marketed as a rookie, she was marketed as the savior. The Gen Z magnet. The TikTok queen. The one who would bring the LSU magic and NCAA glory into the pros and reignite fan engagement. Please don't forget to like the video and subscribe my channel for more awesome content. Thanks.
And I kind of been a passer all my career. I came out of high school as the #1 wing and trying to get back to that, trying to get back to being super versatile. And Tyler made that emphasis early on in the season. I didn't understand it, and I really was kind of confused and trying to figure it out.
But when you're missing layups and trailing by 20, nobody's buying merch or tuning in for lip-sync TikToks. Branding is cute, but buckets win games. And right now, Angel's brand is getting dragged harder than Caitlin Clark trying to sell a foul. According to reports, GM Jeff Pagloka, Paliosa, whatever his name is, spoke to the media about the team's struggles and made it clear. He wants more from Angel Reese. He admitted he's disappointed with how the season has started. But honestly, what did you expect, Jeff? You mortgaged the future for the present. You hyped up Angel as if she was a #1 talent, a surefire superstar, and then kept inflating her ego to match. Of course that mindset is going to catch up. Meanwhile, speaking of Caitlin, oh, yes, we're going there. While Angel Reese is being thrown under a double-decker bus by her own GM, Caitlin Clark is practically being carried through the league on a golden throne like it's her coronation tour. And the numbers back it up, a casual 19 points per game, plus over 9 assists and 6 rebounds.
You're posting this, you've got a game at 11 a.m. Central Time, and you are a 6'3" forward shooting 36% from the field, and you're averaging over 3 points less a game than you were.
She's already dropped a triple-double like it was just another Tuesday night run at the recording. She's pulling up from deep like she's got cheat codes unlocked, the ball obeying her like she's the Steph Curry of the Midwest. Meanwhile, Angel's jumper looks like someone swapped the basketball for a greased watermelon. Yes, she's hustling, rebounding like a machine, staying camera-ready with post-game hugs. But behind the scenes, a different story. Sources say some veterans have had enough, tired of the missed layups, tired of watching winnable games slip away because easy buckets weren't converted under the rim. One insider even whispered, there are players in that locker room who think she's getting opportunities they'd never be allowed to waste. That's not just frustration, that's resentment. And resentment breeds division. Division kills playoff hopes and fuels off-season drama. Look, This page was never meant to dig into bias in sports, let alone bigger cultural debates. But let's be real, this is messy. Angel's trying to flex her brand with merch, t-shirts, sweatshirts, hats, but does she even realize what kind of mess she's in? I saw one fan make a video saying, "I can't wait to get my sweatshirt, my hat, my Angel merch." Cute. But cute merch doesn't erase clanked layups or locker room tension.
Bound in a half a game. And this is what you're worried about, is social media chatter. And look, she must, I think here's the thing. She must love this.
Remember when Russell Westbrook joined the Lakers, started shooting bricks, and fans branded him Westbrick? Now imagine if Westbrook had leaned into it, trademarked Westbrick, and started selling t-shirts. That's basically what's happening here. Meown isn't a cute nickname. It's an insult. It means your rebounds are coming from your own missed shots. And now there's merch? Do you really want your fans rocking clothing that mocks your game? Sure, it might make money, but you'll have thousands of people walking around wearing an inside joke at your expense. And you know what else takes a hit? That curated influencer lifestyle that was practically handed to Angel Reese the moment she signed her rookie contract. Let's not pretend this was some diva side hustle. Word is, the Sky's front office encouraged her to embrace the Kai Barbie image, brand deals, red carpets, photo shoots. They wanted the spotlight. They needed it. So when she looks a little off in practice or rusty in games, and the hype doesn't match the production, the tension was inevitable.
Otherwise, she wouldn't keep crashing out and posting things like this. Guys, this is cringe.
Whoever came up with the rebounds thing, y'all ate that up, because rebounds, anything that comes off that board, it's fine.